Hey, people of God, this is Rashana B back with On My Way Up movement, and I'm back with an awesome word. So, people of God, I was reading Judges chapter 6 last night, and as I was reading it, something hit my spirit, dropped in my spirit to come and share with you all. I was initially reading about altars and offerings and things of that nature. And as I was reading the beginning of Judges chapter 6, it was talking about how the Israelites were under a curse by God because of idolatry. And the curse was basically setback, anti-progression. They were very, the Bible literally says deeply impoverished. They were very poor, because every time they would plow, they would put in all this hard work, and it was time for them to harvest. Their enemies of the east, the Midianites, would come and just destroy their land. The Bible doesn't even report that they were taking the harvest for themselves. They were literally just destroying it just to frustrate the Israelites. And this will go on for year after year, season after season. They were actually living in these caves, have been living in caves and dens like animals, like wolves, like cave people, hiding from their enemies. They were in a state of fear and anxiety all the time, because they knew that every time they plowed, they put in this hard work, blood, sweat, and tears, that when it was time for harvest, it was a big or a strong possibility they would not reap the harvest, because their enemies will come and destroy the land. This made me think of us who have left toxic, narcissistic relationships. We've been doing the work. We're finally recovering. We're finally rebuilding ourselves. We're finally able to smile, laugh again. We're finally feeling good about ourselves. We're finally practicing self-care. Our confidence is kind of boosting up. We're going out with friends. We're hanging out. We're traveling. We're back working. We're successful in our career. And then here comes an ex. Okay, that ex that always comes around, seems to know when you're doing good. He or she comes around. They drop back in after you've put all the work in to get to where you are, to back, glowing and glowing up and succeeding, leveling up. Life seems to start to kind of make sense. All the negativity, toxins seem to be flushing out of your system. You're sleeping well, you're eating well, you're putting your weight back on, you're looking good, you're back in the gym, and then soon as they see on your social media that you're doing good, soon as they notice you're no longer calling or texting, or you're no longer stalking their page, because it's ways that they know, they come back around and they steal and they destroy what you've built. Not even to steal for themselves, not even because they really want to reestablish a relationship or a marriage with you, but they simply just want to destroy what you've done with yourself, because they don't want to see you happy. They don't want to see you leveling up, glowing up without them. They're selfish, they're greedy, they're toxic, and they're leaving you deeply impoverished. People of God, you have got to know when to stand up to the enemy. This is spiritual. This is spiritual. This is a plot. This is a diabolical plot to keep you in a state of stagnation, to keep you in a state of emotional volatility, to keep you in a state of anxiety and fear. You're never able to recover. Your confidence is being riddled down the minute that it starts to pick back up. The minute that you start to get strong, now you're back weakened again, and now you're back in that cycle. You're back in the pits trying to put the pieces back together, and they run off and gone and do what it is that they were doing before, or they're on to something new. People of God, there are some people that come back in your life not because they love you, not because they miss you, not because they want you. They simply are assigned by the enemy to keep you in a dark place, to keep you from glowing up and stepping into purpose and becoming the person, the man, the woman that God designed you to be. They don't want to see you be your better version, your best version. This is diabolical. This is demonic. They are leaving you deeply impoverished every time. And here's what I noticed, because I've been in that position before. Every time they come back, you lose something every single time. Every single time it hurts worse. Every single time you fall deeper into a darker pit than what you fell into the time prior, when they came sniffing back around you, ready to send you back into the pits again. People of God, this is a new year. You got to do something different. You got to do something new. You got to cut off these old toxic narcissistic ties, because the thing about it is, they're never going to stop coming back. They're going to come back as long as you allow them to. Please do not allow your pride or your vanity to get puffed up. Please don't say, woman of God, they can't leave me alone because they got feelings for me, because they love me, because they can't find better than me. No, it's an insult that they keep coming back. It's an insult to you that they think that they can keep coming back, that you're a revolving door. They're not coming back because they love you. If they love you, they would never have to come back. They will stay in position with you. They're leaving and they're coming back because they're using you. They're wasting your time. People of God, I pray that you be delivered from all the toxic soul ties that held you back, that you struggle with in 2024. Because the truth of the matter is, if you allow them to do what they did in 2024, you're going to get the same results that you got in 2024. See, the years just changed. That means nothing unless we are proactive about progressing, glowing up, and growing in the spirit, maturing in the spirit, maturing as a person, psychologically, emotionally. If we're not going to do anything, it's just another year. You're just aging in numbers. You're not aging with grace. And I pray that you age with grace. People of God, please like, subscribe, share, comment. Tell me what you all think about my content, and I'll be back with another word.